nah, motherfucker, you ain't one of us.
What gives you away?
Just my Spanish.
Deodorant?
You dick. No, I guess. Hey, I don't know, man.
Hold on. Let me quantify that joke because I don't want fucking letters.
What?
If you're that broke, which we know we've established Mexico
Mexico's
is,
broke. Deodorant wouldn't be first.
If you have disposable,
if it's deodorant or
you're
a
not going
sandwich,
to spend $12. You're going to buy a ham.
Right.
That's all I meant.
No, I get it. No, bro.
That's fucked up, JJ. Yo, la raza, cacoya mañana,
no, that was,
mandaril.
bro, that was funny.
Do you go on the Mexican radio stations here in L.A.?
No, man, no, because they, I tried 3 times, and all 3 times the DJs end up hating me because I couldn't vibe with them like really fast. You know, I would have to think. You know, you see how bad I'm in English. Imagine Spanish, bro. You know what I mean?
Doing just fine in English.
Yeah. Well, they were. You know, my Spanish isn't good. I just have street. You know, bad words in Spanish. You know,
which
like,
is good for the radio.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
they say we're here in Spanish. They say we're here with Willie Barcena, and you go maricón.
Yeah. I try to.
¿Qué pasó, pendejo?
Yeah, but by the way, bro, you know what? Anything, and I don't really relate because anything that has a tuba or an accordion, I just can't relate to, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you have a band and you have a tuba or an accordion, I can't do it, man. You know what I mean? It belongs in a band.
Yeah.
That belongs in a band. If we're getting a tuba and accordion, I want to see you march, and I want a uniform, you know, and I want a field, you know. But
Mexico needs a national football team, so you can get all the tubas out on the field marching at halftime.
They play football, bro.
Really?
A lot of people don't know they've been paying football. Their universities over there have had football since the 1940s.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and in the summer, in the summertime, like universities go out and play those schools.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro. That's something that people aren't aware of. But
I would love to see one of those games.
Yeah. And sometimes they lose too, which really pisses off. Like,
the Mexican team, do they ever come here to play and then just not go back in the bus?
They won't do that.
Cubans do that all the time.
Yeah. I think they wouldn't do that because of those reasons, bro. They're like, fuck it, I'm staying.
Like, do the Cuban athletes? I've never been told or been painted a picture or read anything about Cuban athletes where it's like life is really good here in Cuba. So I don't know why every time they come to the U.S. when they're like window shopping in Times Square, just go down to the subway and go diplomatic immunity.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
Yeah, I don't know. And they were just here for the World Baseball Classic. The Cuban team was here. I thought they were going to stay, man. I was going, man. You know what? I was picturing some guy like to be in the outfield, running out for like a fly ball and just keep fucking going, bro. Like oh yeah. I don't know. Look, bro. If I was Cuban, I would do that, you know. Fuck, I think anybody would. But bro, I worked those ships before, man. The Carnival Cruise.
You worked like as the comic.
Yeah, as a comic. And you gotta understand, I got 3 kids, so I gotta fucking work, bro. All right, don't hold that against me.
Who are you telling?
All right. So
you see, what do you think? My fucking stroller?
Exactly, bro. But check this out, man. You know, people are dying to be Americans. I'm talking Russians, Croatians, people from all over Europe, man. People from Australia, man. They're asking me, you know, because they're the ones that work. They're the bartenders, they're the waitresses, they're the dancers, they're the hostess, and they're all like, Willie, you know, how do I become American? Like if I'm gonna, you know, because I live in America and bro, I don't know, dude. Like I snuck over when I was a kid.
You just find the hottest one and go, you got to marry me.
You know what? They do that.
You just suck my dick all the way to Long Beach,
bro.
And then I can help you.
They will flirt. Those hot young, like some Russian chicks. There's some really hot ones, dude. They'll flirt with when they see a business guy on the ship that's single.
Yeah.
There's little flirting action.
Women, I got to be honest with you. Women give me the creeps.
Women?
Yeah.
Well, you like dudes or what?
No. Well, sure.
Well, all right. I didn't know.
Just being happily married.
Your man? I don't know.
Just being happily married, and like just when you're out and about and you just see drunk chicks, you're like, oh my god, you get away from me.
But what about when you don't drink anymore?
No.
You're sober?
Yeah.
Oh, how many years, dude?
Long time.
Wow.
Long time.
Must be.
I just stopped smoking grass a year ago today.
Wow, man. Well, you know what? Listen, man. I think if you quit, it had to be. It had to, you know, you were aware that it was affecting you.
I quit because I couldn't quit.
You quit because you couldn't quit.
I'd be like, I'm not going to drink today. I'll give it a couple days, and then I'll just drink that night. I'm like, this is weird. I can't stop.
So you got 1 year without weed, and I don't know how many years without booze.
Weed I stopped because I was helping other people get sober. Okay. And then I would like smoke grass recreationally and like work in the garden or go to like the fucking car museum, baked, or go to a Dodger game high.
And you felt like a hypocrite?
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't want anyone to ever say, you do it.
Right.
I'm like, no, bro, I don't do shit.
Right.
And then you know what? I realized I'm not, I miss it a little. Like some shit would be fun. Like I'd love to just sit on the beach and listen to Zeppelin.
Right, with
my Beats by Dre by myself in like a little chair. Yeah. But you could do it without the weed. You can still hear the ocean.
So, wow.
The ocean's there whether you're baked or not.
You know, I don't know. That's big, bro, because for me, and to each his own, because, you know, I love to drink, man. My drink is tequila and beer. And, you know, it's recreational, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, did you have a problem, though?
When I was younger, man, I think I'm in my 40s now. I think, but see what happened? I quit for a year, man. And this is when I knew drinking wasn't my problem. And the year that I quit drinking, I was still an asshole. I still was a dick with my wife. I still was an asshole with my kids. And then, honestly, dude, I was just a dick. And I said, fuck, man, it wasn't the drinking. It's deeper. And then I went to counseling. And then I took anger management. I took counseling. I took group counseling. And it all had a lot to do with my childhood, man. It didn't come from the drinking, so thank God I can still drink.
It happened because your mom never actually took you to Disneyland. That was the whole game.
Yeah, that was it, man. That's what fucking pissed me off, dude.
You just drove around the Inland Empire going, well, where is it?
That's right,
like,
man.
Shut up, mijo.
Yeah, this is Knott's Berry Farm. Fuck, it's bullshit.
You guys want to make more money in 2013? eVoice is the reason you will. When your customers call, you'll have your own toll-free number, professional greeting, dial-by-name directory, and more. This is a cool product. You're going to sound like a Fortune 500 CEO and blow away your competitors. And why shouldn't you? eVoice lets you give out one number that rings wherever you are. The beach, the bar, doesn't matter. You'll sound like you're at the office. You got to go to eVoice.com and use the promo code J. eVoice even takes all your voicemails, transcribes them, and sends them to you instantly as a text or email. How cool is that? Like a boss, you're checking emails and voicemails before the meeting ends, and you don't even look rude. eVoice is only $10 a month, but right now, listeners to More Stories podcast can try eVoice free for 6 months. Just like the podcast is free, eVoice is free for 6 months. That's right, 6-month free trial. Support Fake Mustache Studios. Stop what you're doing, hit pause, set up your eVoice account. Free trial. See what I'm talking about. Go to eVoice.com. Use promo code J. That's eVoice.com. Promo code J. One more time. Hit it. eVoice.com. Promo code J. Get paid in 2013. You earned it.
You're a guy, when I worked with you 20 years ago, I would have thought by now, like as high as George Lopez is on the comic level,
right.
Latino.
Right.
Look, you and I are the same way, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't think a chick is a chick comic if she crushes it.
Right.
Just a fucking like when I talked to Aisha Tyler,
yeah.
That's just my friend who's a comic, black comic. Like when you were saying like how you think I'm a Mexican guy, it never really dawned on me.
Right.
I was like, Willie just came in. I never I guess he's Mexican.
Right.
But I thought 20 years ago, did your anger hold you back? Because I don't know why you're not the star of your own show.
Bro, you know what? I had some opportunities, man. I think what happened with me, as a matter of fact, there was 8 years ago when Jay Leno was going to we had a contract, with a deal with NBC. And then it just didn't go over, man. It just, the guy who wrote it wrote the stupidest, lowest common denominator humor,
Yeah.
And I didn't like it. Jay didn't like it, and then it just, it didn't get any further than that. But
I never heard of Jay Leno producing anybody's TV.
Yeah, I was the only one. I was the one that he wanted to produce for.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And NBC must have taken notice because he does the Tonight Show religiously.
Yeah.
Works on his cars and goes back to the Tonight Show.
Right.
Nobody works harder than that guy.
That
guy takes people talk more shit about that guy.
I always
Justin Bieber, Ryan Seacrest, all these people. I don't give a shit if it's Taylor Swift, Jay Leno.
Yeah.
I'm like, you spend 48 hours doing what they're doing, and you fucking puke on stage too.
Right.
People go, Justin Bieber puked in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Did you know there were 8 stadiums in the Philippines? And he sold all 8 of them out, 2 shows in 2 days, and then the other one and the other one. And then when he wakes up, he's got to fly to Australia right after the show. Right. You fucking do it.
Well, it's easy to get mad at someone that's successful, bro. You know, come on. You know, it's not. Yeah, it's jealous, man. It's like looking at Brad Pitt and you go, man, fuck that asshole. But, you know, deep in your heart, you're going, fuck, he's cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I was him.
Leno specifically. Leno was on this podcast.
Oh, was he?
And I just asked him, and he always, from day one, was like, yeah, I'll do your podcast. I'd love to. It'd be great. And I go, you're on the Mount Rushmore of American comedy. No one's ever asked you about comedy.
Yeah.
And he had, like, amazing stories.
Oh, he's got great stories, man.
And you could tell, like, right when it started, he was like, yeah, let's get through this. And he was kind of giving me kind of quick answers.
Yeah.
And then when he realized, like, how it's just like this.
It's just shooting the shit.
It was just, it was almost like this romanticism between, like, we were just 2 guys hanging out,
right.
like we're on a drive to a gig.
Right.
And he's talking about doing a mafia club in Chicago. And
we lost the money?
That was one of them.
Okay.
But he had to go on after a stripper named, like, Llewellyn Eloise, and they ran out of L's for Jay Leno, and they go, hey, I got to talk to you. Listen, we ran out of L's. And he pointed up to the marquee, and it said J-N-O. They just ran out of L's. They used all the L's on the stripper. He was second billing to a chick that showed up.
Yeah, he came up. Actually, he came up and he told me these stories. He came up during the time when there wasn't a lot of clubs. There wasn't hardly any clubs.
He opened for jazz guy Miles Davis.
Yeah, and strip bars, jazz bars, strip bars. But no, you asking me about George and all that, and these guys, man. My comedy, for the people, you know, for your fans, your listeners, man. If they Google me or see my specials, my Comedy Central special, my Showtime special, it never pandered to that whole. Like, you know, the
Rudy,
character that you do.
Why are you crying? Get in the ashtray. Well,
yeah, it never pandered to that, man. And so, you know, I never got that audience, man. I could have worn the big sombrero and, like, you know what I mean? Had like a cousin
on stage on a mule.
Yeah. Go have a cousin named Chewy, and then Chewy makes a wacky face, and you go, yeah, that's my cousin. I didn't come from that, man. You know, my mom came here within 5 years of being in this country, dude. She bought houses in Hollywood.
Like a boss.
Do you know what I mean? She took me to Australia and I got a hooker in Australia when I was 15. She took me to Copenhagen, Denmark when I was 16. She took my sister to Japan.
Was your mother in the CIA?
No, she was in the cartel. But anyway, no, bro, no. She got a license, and she can barely speak English, and she got a license selling life insurance. It was big in the 70s, in the early 70s.
Creepy business.
Yeah, and she sold life insurance for a company called American National, and I think it's still around to this day. But
it sponsor this podcast.
Yeah, I don't know.
No. Is your mom still alive?
Yeah, man.
What's her name?
Yeah, Pilar.
P-L-A-R?
Yeah.
Pilar.
Yeah.
Mi corazón.
Yeah.
Pilar. Te amo, Pilar, mi corazón. Shout outs to moms.
No.
That's beautiful, man.
She's a tough lady, though, bro. I tell you, she's tough. I've told my friend that's here. I tell the people come to my house and I tell them stories. I remember one time in L.A., I was getting beat up, you know, like I was like 12 and I'm getting beat up. And my friend, this little nerdy guy, he runs, he goes, and he knocks on the door and tells my mom, hey, they're beating up your son. And my mom said, okay, tell them to hurry up because I got to go to work. So he runs back and they said, Willie's mom said to hurry up, beat him up, and then let him go. All right? So the guy goes, no, he ain't going nowhere. So he kept slapping me, kicking me, right? So the kid runs back because they don't want to let him go. Then my mom comes back and fucking slaps all these kids around and then slaps me, right? Like, what the fuck? Can't you hit him back? You know what I mean? It was that kind of mom, man. She was fucking crazy bitch, bro.
Dad not in the picture?
No.
From day one?
No, my mom left them in Mexico. When we were there, check this out, bro. We were in Mexico, and I came home. We went to the groceries, and I came home. I guess she said she had like other errands to do, but she just did one errand and came back early. And she was knocking on the door, and then she heard, you know, there were people in the house. So she breaks the door open, you know. My mom was not this big woman, but when a woman's enraged, they get that crazy strength. And then I remember there was a lady running around naked, and there was my dad's running around naked, and she grabbed that lady's purse and fucking took all the money from it, put it in her pocket, threw the lady's purse in the street, told him, fuck you, motherfucker. And then she grabbed me and my sister. And then we like a month later, we ended up here, bro.
So get your clothes on. We're going to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Bro, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
I tell everybody, Willie Barcena is the guest. What's your Twitter address? At
Willie Barcena.
Willie, Willie Barcena.
That's right.
Willie Barcena.
Willie
Barcena. If you go to jmohr.com, clear your cookies, I've been told. If you go to jmohr.com, you can click the Amazon banner and you can buy things on Amazon. Doesn't cost you